welcome back to this channel. Today we are going to do something really fun. I'm going to redraw an old painting in a completely new style, but this time using acrylic gouache. I love looking back at old drawings and see how much I've grown as an artist, and what better way to celebrate that by giving an old piece a fresh twist. So grab your sketchbooks, your paints, or whatever you're working with, and let's dive in. So here's the original drawing I did a few years ago. I was only 12 or 13 years old, I guess. It's got this simple cartoonish vibe, and I don't know why a snake with a garlic, but as a kid I really didn't care about this thing. So today I want to take it in a different direction, something more bold and vibrant. And acrylic gouache is perfect for this because it has that rich opaque quality of acrylics, but with the matte finish of gouache, which gives you a lot of flexibility to play with texture and color. First thing first, I did some concepts in my sketchbook and I did the digital version of it, and I just sketched the whole thing into my new sketchbook. Completely lose the original feel of the drawing, but I'm going to play around with the proportions and details to make it feel more dynamic. The cool thing about redrawing old art is that you can take what you have learned over the years and apply it in a way that feels fresh and exciting. Now for the fun part, laying down the first layers of acrylic gouache, I'm starting with a solid color for the face, and I want this to just be bold and energetic. So I'm going with rich colors, and I decided to color the snake yellow. As I start adding color to the main figure, I'm thinking about how I can push the contrast and saturation a bit more than I did in the original. Back then I was a little bit more cautious with color, I guess. It's just done with color pencils and I was a kid anyway. So I'm going to use a mixture of warm colors, vibrant yellows and purples and teals to give it a little bit more depth. Acrylic gouache lets you layer like this. It dries fast, but you can still blend and build up colors as you go. adding some new details that weren't in the original, like the frame and the overall design. And I want this version to feel more expressive, almost like it's telling a story in a way the old drawing didn't. I still want it to look a little bit childish, like illustration vibe. That's why I didn't make it realistic, because in this sketchbook I'm just trying to get out of my comfort zone and do this a little bit more like 2D. One thing I love about acrylic gouache is how well it handles fine details, so I'm going with the smaller brushes to add those finishing touches. I'm playing around with line and texture to give the piece more dimension, little things like adding highlights or black lines for the outline. I'm using my ink brush. This is waterproof ink brush and it doesn't get mixed with the other colors. It's amazing how these small adjustments can actually change the vibe of the piece. Alright, I think we're just about done here. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you got an old drawing you've been thinking about revisiting, I say go for it. It's such a rewarding process. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more art content. Until next time, happy painting, and I'll see you in the next video.